Okay, I will try subtracting the second equation from the first. The first equation, our x plus y were equal to 6, and the second minus 3x plus y equal to, yes, we subtracting these two equations, and which simplifies to x plus y plus this 2 minus will turns into a plus, yes, plus 3x, and the minus plus will be minus. Minus y equal to 6 minus 2. And then we can find of y using either of two original equations, because we know they have the same value x equal to 1. Let's use the first one. You can try the second one yourself. First, this is our first equation, yes, x plus y equal to 6, and the x our equal to 1 we find, yes. This and our task is to find these two lines where the two lines cross. We can see where they cross, but let's solve it using 6 minus 7. In the other equation, there x our right our 6 minus 7. So we solve using the usual algebra methods. We simplify to y plus z equal to 3, and the variable x in first and 3 variables. Let's move to a longer example. 3 equations in 3 variables. Example: x plus z, 6 z minus 3 y our is 7, and 2x plus y plus 2z is 11. I will try to line up my variables neatly, or I might lose track of what I'm doing. So the x plus z equal to 6, and the minus 3 y. Write one of the equations so it's in the style variable equal. Plus y equal to 6, our y we find 5, yes, and the solution is x is 1 and the y is 5, yes. So there we subtraction this first and the second equations. So x plus 3 y equal to minus 1, yes, and there we can find x minus 1 minus 3 y equal to 7, and the third one 2x plus y plus 2z equal 11. Okay, how we solve this? Plus z equal to 6, and minus 1 minus y plus y plus 2z equal to 11. Minus 3y plus y plus 2z equal to 11. In the minus 5y plus 2z equal to 13. Can we multiply it on the right hand side with the answer value? And let D be the determinant of the competent matrix of the above system, and let dx be with a determinant format by replacing the x column values with the answer column values. There, in 2x plus y plus z equal to 3, yes? And x minus y minus z equal to 0 plus z equal to what? 0. Okay. Our determinant matrix coefficients 2, 1, 1. There. 1. I wrote this. Subtraction these two equations. Equal to minus 1. Yes? We find either now replace these 2 and find x minus 1 plus 3 equal to our x2 equal 1 and z coefficient determined with the answer column values in x column. So this is our system of equations, yes? This is coefficient matrix 2, 1, 1, you know, yes? This and answer column this side our 3, 0, 0. Cramer's rule says that our x equal to ratio of dx to d and the y to d and z, so dz to d, yes? That is our first one dx equal to 3, yes? And our d, sorry, 2, 3. X our 1 and y minus 6, ratio of minus 6 to 3 minus 2. And z our 9 1, 2, 1, so minus 3, minus 0, minus 0, 0, 0, minus 0, plus 6 minus 0. And our dx, dy, and z 3 and minus 6 and minus 9, yes? So Cramer's rule says that x equal to dx Cramer's rule says that x our
1 minus 1 and 2, 1, 4, minus plus 4 plus 2 plus 2 minus 1
plus z equal to 1 x minus y plus 4z equal to 0 plus 2y minus 2z equal to 3. How to solve this matrix? Do you know? Method of tables, you know? Find the value of z. We should find z. So who can solve this in the desk? Who can solve in the desk?
minus 7, yes?
they find z, and we find only z, yes, dz. This saved me a fair amount of time on some tests. X squared plus 4 equal plus 4, and in the other side of the equation, so on. Minus 1 plus 4. And we find there our x plus 2 squared equal to 3. First step, take the square root on both sides equal to q, which can be solved rather easily. First step, take the square root on both sides of the equation, and fifth one, subtract the number that remains on the left side of the equation to find x. Example: the factors of this equation are x plus 4 and x minus 1. Why? Well, let us multiply them to use. We multiply this and we find the equation, yes? By completing the square. We have the steps. No, we can solve the quadratic equations in 5 steps. First step, divide all terms by a, the coefficient of x. You know about quadratic equations, yes? This is a quadratic equation. X. First example. Solve this quadratic equation x squared plus 4x plus 1 equal to 0. First step can be skipped in the example since the coefficient of x squared is 1. Second step, move the number term to the right side of the equations. X squared plus 4x equal to minus 1. Third one, complete the square on the left side of the equation and then balance this by adding the same numbers to the right side of the equation. And our roots minus 3.73 or minus 0.27. Second example, solve the equation 5x squared minus 4x minus 3. Oh, 0.16. And the first step, take the square root of the both sides of the equations. And 5 subtract minus 0.4 from the both sides, in other words